Welcome back, our timeless listeners. This is Timeless Talk. I am your host, AJ. As always, across from me, I got my co-host here, ArmShark.
Yo, what up?
And we're excited to be back for our second episode, yes. And the thought of the evening tonight is legitimate business. Is it really legitimate?
Capitalism. What's really going on?
Because there's a lot of skepticism, a lot of questions that I have, and it's crazy. What sparked interest in this topic for me was when I was watching the Godfather series, bro. Something that I'm sure you grew up with before I did, man.
Absolutely.
And it's just I never really appreciated it and actually understood the plot and the storyline for those three movies until I watched it at this age. You know what I mean? I watched it through the years, but now I fully understand the whole purpose, and that's like his struggle. Long story short, Michael Corleone's struggle to make his family legitimate, right? But the more and more legitimate he tries to make his family, he realizes that the legitimate world is not even legitimate. It's just fucking evil, bro. Business in general can be considered just, you know what I mean? So that just, I was like, fuck, that's a perfect thing to talk about, man. And,
it really is. I don't know if you knew this about Godfather. I'm gonna tear up his name here. Francis Coppola, or the guy.
Yeah, he's director.
Yeah, the director. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, when he made the movie, it wasn't just like.
Sorry, that's actually how you say his name.
Nice. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I watched it. It was so fucking fresh. I just watched it the other day, so.
Nice.
All three of them. So that's why it's so freshman.
Literally, this was like our Bible in high school. You know, my best buddy was Sicilian. His family actually has ties to the mafia. And he brought that mentality to me. He introduced me to this. And we bonded because, you know, my mom's from Cuba, which is an island. His parents are from Sicily, which is an island. You know, and islanders think alike, bro. I don't know if you noticed that. People from the Caribbean, Jamaicans, like, it's a bonding experience. Have you met anybody from the Caribbean, AJ?
I haven't. I don't think so. Not that honestly that I could think of. I don't think I met anybody from the Caribbean.
I don't mean to get off the topic, dude, but I almost got trapped in Jamaica. I met a Jamaican pirate.
All right, let's hear this shit.
Dude. It was badass.
Let's hear the story, guys. We're gonna go off on a little sidebar here, but it's gonna be worth it. You already know how ArmShark stories go.
All right, but here's the deal. We're talking about business. We're talking about Godfather. I just want to tell you real fast. When Coppola made this, he was thinking of all three at once. It wasn't just like, I'm gonna make part one. Oh shit, I'm gonna make part two.
What I heard about the third one is that supposedly he made it because the fans were demanding it and because he needed money.
Interesting.
That's what I heard, dude. I mean, I could be wrong. That's what sources tell me, but I did a little bit of research too.
Again, we're taking applications for our fact checker. We need that person.
We do. And you know what? He put a plug in for that last episode.
Yes,
hey, that's some real shit. Well, you guys listening out there, we actually need someone that's willing to sit here in on our recording sessions to look shit up for us. Like, hey, let's just double check if that's right.
Who's right, AJ or ArmShark? Because at this point, dude, I didn't hear that, man. I heard that he had the whole story. He had like 5 or 6 of them already laid out. And after 3, people were done with it because, for one thing, Al Pacino was done with it. And he was getting older. Yeah. They had talks of like, having somebody else take over the business. Obviously not Fredo. Yeah, that guy's a pussy.
He is
right.
No, he killed him though in the second one. Remember?
He had to.
Yeah,
he's a liability.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
That's back to business, dude.
Yeah.
These businesses, are they legitimate or are they just minimizing their liability?
I agree, and this is why I thought it was such a great topic because
it is.
It's like the whole idea of trying to legitimize your business. It makes sense. He's probably tired of all the death and all the fuck shit that comes with the street side of the organized crime. He's like, fuck organized crime. Let me just do organized business instead. Right. Let's just eliminate the crime side of it altogether.
And what's funny, dude, what people don't know is that the very first mafia in America was the Jewish mafia. The Jewish people, man. Yeah, fuck. It was before the Italians. The Jewish people allowed the Italians to run.
Was that really written off? It was moved up because I know it was a book first, right? That was it was written by Mario Puzo wrote the Godfather series, right? So what my question is, that was based off of the Italian mafia, right? It wasn't based on the Jewish one like you're saying. Or was it?
I'm actually texting my homie right now, and I'm going to ask him what mobster was it based off of, because this guy knows it like the back of his hand. He knows all Italian mafia history. He knows it.
Okay.
But
before we continue with this though, we were supposed to talk about this sidebar story you were about to tell us. What was it again? You said it was...
Dude, all right. So I was living in Oregon at the time, which, by the way, AJ, you got to give your listeners a little bit more about yourself, because AJ took off on hiatus to Texas, almost Dave Chappelle style. No one knows where he went or what he did. And he did kind of similar to what I did. When I was in my early 20s, I took off to Oregon. Okay? Yeah. And this is actually part of the story. That's why I'm bringing it up.
Okay.
It's like when I was in Oregon, like my parents were trying to rekindle the fire and, be cool with me or whatever. And, I appreciated it. So they invited me on this beautiful Panama Canal cruise where, one of the islands was Jamaica. And I don't know if any of you guys out there have been on a cruise ship before, but when you...
That's what I was trying to say, the Jamaican story.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. when you travel on a cruise ship, all right, like you don't really get to see the port or the country that much, okay? Because it's all kind of like, you know, segregated, it's orchestrated. They're kind of making you go a certain area. So in Jamaica, it's really all about that. You know, they kind of, if you're a tourist coming off the ship, they're going to direct you to where they want you to spend your money and all this stuff. So I already saw through that. I got off the port and I was like, I want to find some Jamaican weed and some Jamaican beer. And I was like, I just ran across all the shuttles, taxis. I just kept walking to this really like poor area where it was like kind of sketchy, like shacks. And this dude just walks up to me. He's like, hey man, you know, what's going on? You're looking for something. I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm looking for weed, dude. I'm from LA, man. You know, like weed's legal there. Like I want the real shit, you know?
Yeah.
And this is like back in 08, maybe 07, something like that. And he's like, oh yeah, no problem, man. You know, come with me. So we get inside his like lowered Honda Accord, you know, and it was straight legit, dude. He drove me to this like cliffside. We met up with this other fool. He just straight up gave me this big fat joint. It's like $20. And he's like, you're going to have fun with this. He goes, I know you're from the cruise ship. I'm going to take you to a private beach. It was almost extortion, dude. Like, I had to pay like $20 to get into this fucking beach.
This didn't rub you the wrong way at all? Did it feel shady at any point?
It didn't.
Really?
It didn't, man. You know what? I wasn't scared.
You didn't feel threatened or like...
I did not feel threatened at all. They were so loving, so caring. They were like, Brian, that's Jamaican. Dude, that name comes from Jamaica, man. I know my accent sucks, but...
No, and I've actually heard they're very loving people, too. That they show love. I heard Costa Rica's like that, too. Sorry, off topic completely, but... Don't worry, it's not gonna lead to anything else, but I just wanted to make that one to throw that out there. I heard Costa Ricans are just as loving, bro, just as heartwarming and open. Just, I mean, is it a southern thing? They're not, I mean, or it's south, because like South Texas is like that too.
Yeah, no, totally, man. Like it is a southern thing. It's Costa Rica. That's Puerto Rico, right?
That's near.
Well, that's Puerto Vallarta. I know. That's
I think it's. We're fucked up right now.
Yeah, we don't got geography right now.
You know what? Our geography is off right now, horribly. But yeah, let's just continue with your story.
No, man. It's like it's not that exciting of a story, but I mean, I met a Jamaican pirate, dude, and this guy was legit. His eyes were yellow, his teeth were gold. You know what that means, right?
Hepatitis. Yellow eyes? Yeah, no, dude. That, but also that motherfucker's liver must be shot from all the rum he's drinking. Dude. Right. It has to be because I heard when you drink a certain amount of alcohol, your eyes will turn yellow. Oh, the eye whites will turn yellow. Not your pupils, but the whites will. I think his eye whites were yellow and his teeth were fucked up. It's probably because he's drinking a lot.
Yeah, you're probably right, dude. And his hands, I mean, like, you see his hands, like, it's like you're not even going to get fingerprints off of those things. You know what I mean? They're so worn and weathered where it's like, this guy's not lying. This guy was a pirate, and he still is a pirate. Yeah. And he was telling me pirates still exist, dude. He's like, they're still out there. And he was telling me stories about going from island to island, taking stuff from one island and going off on a raft to another island just to bring it to the pirate ship. It was a pretty badass, dude. I drank,
He had a fucking ship? A pirate ship?
He had a pirate ship, dude. What? Yeah, it wasn't...
That's what he walked you through the docks? I was like, what is this?
I didn't get to see it, but he was showing me his raft.
Oh, okay, because you said something about...
Right? No, if he brings it to shore, they'll fuck him up. The government won't allow it. Dude. But like do
those ships still exist?
They do.
Talking about like shit off the set of fucking Pirates in the Caribbean.
Dude, South Pacific, you hear about it all the time. That's why cruise ships they have those sound guns where they direct them at ships, pirates that try to rob them. Yeah. And it's a high voltage sound gun where it's so loud they'll blow up your ears.
The fuck, that's crazy. They have that shit. These are tools that they use that they probably didn't even use back then, or did they? They didn't use back then, right?
I mean, no, this is all new technology.
Okay, I would hope so. Like sound guns, bro. Like what the fuck? I mean, that was a dumb question. They must have did it. Duh. I mean, they probably use cannons or some shit. I would imagine instead of fucking sound guns to get their point across. You know what I mean? I don't know why I even said it, but anyway.
What's that Jamaican beer again? Red.
I've never, bro. If I've had Jamaican beer, I don't remember even trying.
Dude, it's so good, man. It's bitter, but yeah, I went to the bar. I had Jamaican beer. And then I just started smoking my joint out on the beach, and this pirate comes up to me. I think he was just trying to hustle me, see if I had money. But then when he started talking to me, he started looking in my eyes. I can tell, that saying "real recognizes real." Doesn't matter what creed, race, religion you're coming from. Real recognizes real, regardless. So you can smell out racism, you can smell out prejudice, you can smell all that stuff out from someone's eyes.
Absolutely, and that is very fucking true. If you're really good at reading people,
right?
Especially because
you don't even have to be good at reading people, dude. Just be real.
Yeah. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. No, well, that's what I'm saying. When you're reading them, real recognizes real. You can just tell, just how someone carries himself. Another thing I noticed too is that it's funny because Wale said in one of his songs. You know who Wale is?
No, I don't. Who's Wale?
Wale's a rapper. I'll show you the song I'm talking about. But there's a part of a song called Ambition. I believe it's Ambition. Forgive me if I'm wrong, guys. I know Wale fans out there, if I'm wrong about this, I know he said this lyric. I could be wrong about the song that he said it in, but I know he did say this. Where he's like, if you're real, you don't gotta prove it. If you're real, we gonna feel it.
Nice.
That's
vibes, bro.
I kind of know, and I really I'm paraphrasing. He might have said it a little differently, but that essentially, it's true. If you're real, you don't gotta prove that to somebody. You just gotta be your fucking self.
Be yourself.
And if you're real as fuck, then they're gonna feel it.
And you're gonna see the hate around you. You're gonna see the hate come out of nowhere. And these cats might have everyone else fooled.
Yeah.
Because they've been homies for so long. And then all of a sudden, you got some cat that just hates you for no reason. Right off the bat, you know that cat's not real. Because you are. So you know he hates you because he can't understand why you look the way you look and you're so real. Because he probably thinks in his head he looks cooler or better or he's got...
And I like how real came up right now, how we just brought up who real people and fake people. That's a doing business too, bro. Deal with that shit all the time. When can you find a real person in business relationships?
Yeah. It's, and my father always warned me. When an insurance salesman or mortgage broker comes up and he starts talking about church, starts talking about he's close to God, that's when you better back up and walk away. Because that ain't real shit. If you're talking about business, it has no place for God. Nope. You're only doing that to make yourself look like you're legit. And that's like what Matthew chapter 6 talks about, bro.
You're trying to get them to trust you. Sorry,
yeah, and I know we're talking about business here, but it relates to Matthew chapter 6. It relates to Jesus walking into the temple and just basically bitch slapping all these fucking merchants in the temple in the place of holiness. He just takes it out.
Well, he was flipping the tables, right?
Flipping tables
disgusted
over.
With what they did to the synagogue,
fucking
right?
backhanding them. Like, you guys are all a bunch of little bitches trying to make money. That's using the Lord's name in vain.
It is.
That's really what that is. That's part of the Ten Commandments right there.
Disrespect, dude.
Right.
I agree. That's a good definition of that. I agree with that. That's very true.
But anyways, to get back on this Jamaican beer, dude. Red Stripes. That's the Jamaican beer.
Oh, I've tried it before.
I didn't even know it was Jamaican.
You can buy that shit at Walmart or Target.
Right, dude. But it flows freely in Jamaica, dude. That's their pride and joy.
It flows freely.
And you go there, man. That's what they talk about, Red Stripe, and it tastes better in Jamaica.
I believe it.
You know,
it's bottled and transplanted.
But the only reason why I thought of the story, dude, is because, dude, I put my parents through a loop on that shit, man. I almost missed the cruise ship, but because I was real, dude, I was real with everybody. I was stoned as fuck, okay, and I had driven down to like catch the cruise with them. Actually, I met them in Florida. I found my way to Florida, and the cruise ship went from Florida to LA. So I knew once I got to LA that I could somehow get a ride back home. It was fucking mad, dude. But I was like, dude, I'm gonna make it on this cruise. Yeah. And the thing is, that really sucks, you know. And I'm sorry I did this to them, but dude, like the cruise ship was leaving at 5. You got to board at 4:30, and it was like 4:45, and I was still at the beach, bro. And the beach was like 20 minutes away. And I was like, oh my god, I was so stoned and drunk talking to this fucking pirate about his pirate shit. So I was like, I'm gonna miss the cruise ship, dude. I don't know what he did, man. He did his pirate call like, and they drove me.
What the fuck?
Dude, I swear to God, dude, it's like the Red Sea parted for me. Everybody in Jamaica knew I was there. Everyone in Jamaica knew who I was. Everyone in Jamaica knew I was at that moment running late on my cruise ship. I got there. I had because the homie, he told me, don't worry, bro. I got you, Brian. Don't worry. Dude, we showed up at the cruise ship. Yeah. Okay, 4:55. Like, you know when you go through security? Yeah. There's like bureaucracy, right? They got to search you. You got to show your ID. Do nothing. The people working in the port in Jamaica were stoned also. And I smelled like weed. And I walked through security with a little, because they saw who dropped me off. Dude, I'm telling you, it's all the time. They're ready to leave the ship. And then the people who worked on the cruise line, they're like ArmShark, right? And yeah, man, I got on there, dude, and I was like, I barely fucking made it. And I knew what it was, dude. It's because they knew where I was. Everyone on the island knew who I was. And I'm not saying I was a celebrity. I'm not saying I was special. I'm just saying I walked through all the tourist bullshit. I went right to some shot caller that respected me. He drove me to some private cliff where I met some other dude that drove me to some private beach where I met some pirate where he drove me back. Not the pirate, but the original dude drove me back. Like, he was waiting for me, dude. And like, in the whole time, I wasn't being a little bitch. I wasn't being like scared. I had my arm out, smoking a joint. And he told me, that's right, dude. That's what I want to tell you. That guy told me that the police, everybody, they're all smoke and they ain't gonna care. As long as you don't care, they're not gonna care. Just be cool. Oh, and he gave me weed, dude. I walked right through the cruise ship with weed in my back pocket.
That's so dope.
Yeah. But anyways, let's get back to business.
No, dude. That was a great look, that was totally worth the sidebar, bro.
Thanks,
See,
man.
And they already knew it was coming.
Right.
That's great, though. I didn't even know that. You never told me that fucking
Dude, there's
story.
a lot of stories you haven't heard, man.
This is good. You know what? I like, though, because then I'm gonna get the reaction. Get the reactions from me that you're gonna get from them, dude.
Right.
Like, you know, if you guys were listening, you guys were tuning into episode 1. I had heard a fraction of those stories with a few details left out. Which is great because we talked about it off the record. Like, motherfucker, I don't remember that part. He's like, well, I didn't tell you everything, man. You were too young, which is true. At the time when he initially told me this shit, he had to leave some details out for obvious reasons. If you guys were here last time.
Let me give you guys a little background. So, you know, not to disrespect any parents involved or anything like that, but your parents trusted me a lot, and a lot of my uncles trust me with my cousins, which I appreciate, which was awesome.
I did a lot.
So
absolutely.
because of that, I respected the fact that I didn't want to expose you guys to the drug world that I was deeply in.
Yeah.
You know, I made it very, very, and you can testify for that.
Yeah.
I made sure I was never involved drugs with you guys.
He never did, actually. We just had, we had a blast with you, bro. I remember our memories we have with you are good. We never had any bad. Seriously, dude, you were like the king fucking cousin, bro. Going on adventures with you was what we look forward to on our weekends.
That's awesome, man.
Honestly, bro, I don't know if you ever knew that, but that's really what it was, man.
Dude, like, your guys' energy was so pure. It was so special. Like, when in the world does this happen? Okay, and you listeners are going to love this, man. Like, I rolled up at your house one time. I picked up you and your brother was like, I want to see street racing. You know, Fast and Furious just came out. I want to see street racers. And I was telling you guys about that place under the freeway. Yeah. Remember over by, like, the old road, or not the old road, but, like, you know, further out by the freeway. You know what I'm talking about, right? That little underpass where
I remember
in the 90s they used to street race there.
Yeah.
They probably don't do it no more. But it's a big, long, like, it's a perfect place to street race. Anyways, I was
definitely over a quarter mile.
I told you guys that, okay, I'll show you guys some street racing. I'll show you guys some street racers. And I was just talking out of my ass, bro. But your guys' energy was so pure and authentic. And I really wanted to please you guys that we found that street racer. Remember?
We did find one.
That fool came up to me. Yeah. I was like, there you go, guys. We got it.
I remember that.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Awesome.
Dude, I remember that fucking night.
The green souped up fucking car.
You know what? That happened. Yes, that happened after we watched Too Fast, Too Furious with you.
Yeah.
We saw it right here at the Lancaster Cinemark 22. That was after that, bro.
And this guy wanted a street race. What, I had like 02 Civic, like not even souped up.
I remember that fucking night.
But
you asked like, that's the fucking guy we were looking for, bro. He's gonna take us to the races.
Yeah.
I remember that shit. That was a good memory, man. But yeah, back to what we were talking about. That's you guys needed to hear that. That was a cool little. I like that. That was a good story to share with them. But you know, back to what we were talking about with the whole business thing and my passion to talk about this with it. You know, the legitimate world actually not being legitimate. I don't think it is, man.
Yeah.
There's so many conglomerates out there. There's so many monopolies, and those are, by the way, illegal. Right? Last time we checked, monopolies are technically illegal.
Technically.
The fuck, Walmart. I mean, I'll give you one of the biggest monopolies out there. Fuck Walmart. We'll come back to that shit in a minute.
Right.
Disney. Yep. It's a shame because I like Disney. I grew up on a lot of their films.
Mm-hmm.
But they're one of the biggest fucking monopolies in the world, bro. They bought Marvel. They bought fucking Star Wars from George Lucas. Dude. Yeah, their hands in everybody's fucking honey jar.
Do they own DC?
Mickey Mouse wasn't enough, you fucking greedy cocksuckers. And I'm sorry for all you Disney fans. My sister, you're probably going to hear this. All you Disney fans are going to hate me for this, but I'm sorry. I had to put it out there. Mickey Mouse isn't enough. The fact that you fuckers charge $100 and I think it's $115, $120 to get through the fucking gate.
It's ridiculous.
With $20 parking just to get in the fucking park, bro.
Right.
That's not talking about the concessions, the food. Last time I was at California Adventure, bro, I think I paid like $9 a beer. That's understandable, I guess. Yeah. It's like that at Magic Mountain too. But,
yeah.
Dude.
But it's a little overpriced.
It is, bro. No, it's $15 now, bro, for a large. A medium, a little pint-sized fucking thing is $9. A large at Magic Mountain is $9. That was my argument with bringing up the beer. Is that it's still cheap for even a large at fucking Six Flags.
But it is a smart business decision.
Yeah.
You know, on their end. But what I think is...
No, it is smart business-wise, money-wise. But what I'm trying to say is corruption.
Right.
I got a little off there. Sorry, guys. Back to the main point that I was trying to
get
at.
How is Disney corrupt?
How is Disney corrupt?
That's the question.
Yeah, so you're right. They're corrupt to me because of all the ways, all the businesses they're trying to run out of the water. And if they don't want to run out of the water, then they just buy them.
You know what gets...
Have you guys noticed that? No,
that's
what I think. I could be wrong, but that's why I think they're evil. They're just trying to be the fucking top dog that owns everything.
They want to own your
kid. They oversee everything. They want to own your child.
They want to own your child.
Your mind.
That's what irritates me, bro.
That's the next tangent.
Now that we're living the age of information, which this is new, guys. We all live in the age of information. We need to take advantage of it. I know there's a lot of false information out there, but there's a lot of true information at the same time. This is not communist China, dude. This is not... We don't live in the USSR. This is not Russia, dude. We have full internet access to everything. So believe you me, dude, I've been across seas, dude. They don't have full internet access.
They don't.
Dude, you can't get on certain sites, bro. So anyways, the whole point is that the perversion behind Disney, I know it has nothing to do with business, but it is business, dude. They're in the business of taking your children's souls. And how do they do that? By slowly perverting them. You know what's fucking irritating to me is all the fucking parents out there that they just make their kids watch it. They just buy them. They make them obsessed with it. And you walk into a Disney store, it's a bunch of crap, dude. Toys R Us is way better than any Disney store.
It is, and not only that. No, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, it's good.
It's they twist it, bro. They're so docile to it. Is what I'm trying to say. Most parents, I can't tell you how many parents I've seen so docile. Oh yeah, it's a cute little animatronic, or it's a cute little doll. They're promoting witchcraft, bro. It gets deep, man.
Right.
Like I didn't pay attention to it when I was young. Disney magic, yeah. I didn't give a fuck. When you're a kid, it's true. Most of the time, that shit goes over your head. But when you watch it as an adult, though, maybe not. No, I know. Where you're going with that. Subliminally, they'll pick it up, right? But no, go into that in a second. Let me just finish.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I feel like it's a lot of it. They know that it is sticking subliminally, so Disney will push it, bro, hard.
Right.
That's why, like, the whole magician Mickey wearing a fucking sorcerer's hat and waving a wand around, Disney magic. I never thought anything of it, bro. That's why I'm matured to a certain point in my life. I'm like, maybe that shit's a little twisted, bro. Maybe that shouldn't be the case. You know?
It paves the way to Harry Potter, which I'm sure they own Harry Potter, right?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I don't think Harry Potter's owned by them. Because I doubt it. Because Universal Studios has that whole Harry Potter backlot.
But Disney, in the logo,
I don't want to sound like a hypocrite, but I love butterbeer. I don't.
What's butterbeer?
You gotta go to Universal Studios and get it. They sell it there at the Harry Potter section of the park.
I was thinking like butt her face, butt her beer.
Hey
dude, I'll have have an ale or an IPA, butter beer.
Butterbeer.
I don't know. That doesn't make any sense, does it?
No.
But no, the Disney logo dude has a 666 in it. I don't know if you've seen that before.
Really?
Yeah, in the D there's a 6, in the I there's a 6, and in the Y there's a 6.
You know, I heard about that.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, you're right now. I think about it. You know how they wrote that off? Oh, it's just Disney's signature. What you mean? That's the way Walt wrote.
You're a conspiracist. Jesus. Just don't even believe it.
Like, don't get me wrong, dude. I like Disneyland. I like the vibe there. Disney. Right. I like California Adventure.
It's magical. It's a little magical.
It is. I like it, but at the same time, it's like I don't want to sound like a hypocrite, but I do know what's going on there, darker wise.
Honestly,
did you ever hear about Club 33?
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. Underground club. Where they basically won't even.
Oh, it's not even a secret anymore that Walt was a Mason. You know that, right? I know you want. We actually said we were going to talk about Masons.
Right. No, Walt Disney was a Mason, man.
He was.
Yeah. He is.
33rd degree.
Right.
Club 33. You know about this stuff.
I mean, it's pretty clear, dude.
Yeah.
It's very.
He wasn't hiding it at all, bro. But there's like a 3-year wait list on that shit too, man. Supposedly, to even get in the place. There's like a 3-year wait list to even get to the fucking door. Oh, I have a quick story, bro, about Club 33. I didn't tell you. Okay. All right. So. I believe it was October of last year, I think it was October last year. I was at Disneyland, not California Adventure, not Disney World, Disneyland, and I saw Club 33. Walked by it a couple times, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go in there. Fuck this shit. I'm gonna walk through the door. It's not locked. I only know that because I tried to open the foyer door and it opened right up. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna wait till it's less crowded. I'm just gonna walk in there when it's less crowded. And we walked around the park a few times. We passed by New Orleans Square again. And I was like, fuck it, dude, I'm gonna go in there. Opened the door, there was no doorman. And I remember the first 2 times I took a peek there earlier in the day, there was a doorman just standing there, his earpiece in. You know what I mean? Just looking, eat shades. You're not even outside. It's so fucking necessary. Like, you watch too many movies, though, it was funny. But anyway, he wasn't there. Big fucking tall black dude with glasses wasn't standing where he was 2 hours ago. So I walked in, bro. I walked in, there's 2 doors. So you walk in, right, there's a foyer, and then there's another door. And it's like, you ever seen that kind of glass that's foggy? There's a glass, you can see through it. You can see images in the background, people walking by, but you can't see through the glass.
Yeah.
I was on both sides of the door, right? I was like, dude, fuck it, I'm gonna go for it. I opened the door, I got in. I got maybe 5 steps, dude, before someone, like, almost nearly bum rushed me. All right, sir, you need to leave. You need to leave right now. Identification, are you on the list? I was like, whoa. He's like, you were actually not even supposed to make it this far.
Man.
He's like, I'm proud of you, man. You actually made it 5 steps in. No one really gets this far in. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to look around and, take everything in what I can. But he's like, no, you need to leave right now. All I was able to see, because I know you guys were like, well, what? Tell us what we saw.
Yeah.
What I saw was there was a bar. It was like, it looked like they took it. It looked like almost like a medieval style bar. Almost like they came off the set of fucking Beauty and the Beast. Like Beast's Castle. This bar, like this fucking bar. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty bad. It looked dope. But the vibe felt a little weird. It was like almost eerie, bro. And I'm not trying to just sell a point here. I'm being honest, this is what I felt. But I got kicked out of there so quickly, I couldn't take the rest of it in. But literally, as I'm walking out, security guard just kept telling me, I'm surprised, man. You made it a lot farther than most
Did he kick
people.
you out of the park?
No, dude, he just kicked me out of the club.
I'm shocked, dude.
Yeah, I'm shocked too,
like,
bro.
I heard that's like, you don't go there.
No, you don't. It's just why I'm lucky that whoever the security guard was that busted me, and it wasn't the guy that was standing at the front. It was a different security guard altogether. Maybe this guy just came onto his shift, but I got the cool security guard. Thank God.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna see.
Probably because there wasn't an
Fucking
event
huge,
going on, dude. There's probably nothing happening there, so that's why.
Maybe that might have been what it was. You're right.
An empty room or something.
Yeah, maybe I walked in because.
Is it connected to the Pirates of the Caribbean? Isn't that the same
right
area?
next to it, bro?
So can you see the Pirates of the Caribbean once you're in there, or is it different, like a different way, or different, or?
No, it's different. Like when you walk, all right, when you walk out, when you exit Pirates of the Caribbean, you walk down. It's the Club 33 is on your left hand side, so it's like it's a little past the exit. You can't see it from the right. To answer your question, no. There is a pretty badass restaurant though on the inside.
I love that restaurant.
Have you seen it, bro? Yeah. It's like right where the boats are passing by.
Honestly, man, like
reservation for
when
that.
I go to Disneyland, I want to get that breaded soup bowl, the sourdough, and then I want to eat at Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't really in Splash Mountain, Star Wars, that ride, or no, Space Mountain. Those are like that's all I really care about. Everything else, it's like whatever.
No, exactly. It's overhyped. Let's be honest. There's a few things that are dope there. Right. See, listeners, we're not completely against fucking Disney here, right?
Honestly, dude, like,
expose their fuck shit. That's all.
That's why I love my wife so much, dude.
Yeah.
Like that's when I knew I was in love with her. When I took her to Disneyland, she's after 4 hours, she's like, "Can we leave?" I was like, "Seriously, you want to leave? I thought you wanted to come here." She's from another country, so she's like, "This is whack, dude. Like, why do people come here for?"
Like, fuck this.
I'm like,
shit
"I love you
over
so
it.
much. Thank you."
Let's get the fuck out of here.
I hate this place too.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know, man. Like, but I see that.
She's
no,
like, but you spend so much money. I'm like, it's okay.
Let's get the fuck out of
here. It was worth you saying that.
Like, I'm saying, I don't know, like a season pass. Fuck, I don't know if I would go that much, dude. It's not only is it expensive, but the park is not that big. So like, how many times can you go before you?
It's the lines, dude. You need to go there 3 or 4 days just to get on the ride.
That's true, though. You're right. But Peter Pan has a fucking never-ending ride.
No, AJ, we dabbered into this topic. Again, it doesn't really have much to do with business, but we're talking about Disney and do kids really remember? And I really believe they do. They may not consciously remember, but everything is registered and stored in your brain. And just some little bit of knowledge to listeners, or not knowledge, but just a little bit about my history. I studied Scientology. When I went out to Oregon for a little bit, I came back and I was like kind of wandering around Hollywood. I was just trying to recreate this Jim Morrison feeling. I was just like, where's life going to take me? And I met some Scientologists, so I did some Scientology stuff. I did some Scientology studying, dude. And they actually believe, that.
Oh yeah, you were gonna speak about this earlier. Go ahead.
Yeah. They actually believe that you can dabber into your old childhood memories all the way back from when you're in your mother's womb.
So you think we pick it up more than subconsciously then? Is what you're saying? There's
like,
actual
whatever issue you have in your life, it stemmed from some childhood memory, some emotional pain, something that happened. Like let me give you an example. This one guy, he went under because the way you get these, they're called engrams. Okay, it's like Scientology term. It's like Dianetics. He wrote a whole book on this. And no way am I giving the plug for Ron Hubbard or anything like that. I don't believe in it. But what the Dianetics is different from Scientology.
That book, bro. I'm sorry.
Right. Who's also a Mason.
Ooh, the guy who wrote Dianetics?
Hubbard? Come on, dude. Ron Hubbard
shit about
was
that guy.
Fucking Mason.
Hey, look,
dude,
I'm not gonna
every religion out there is stemmed from Masonry.
I'm not even gonna pretend like I even know who you're talking about.
Okay,
I know of the book because you showed it to me.
Yeah, Dianetics. Okay, Dianetics is actually a pretty interesting study of field because there's not a lot of people know about the brain. We're in 2018. We still don't know a lot about the brain.
We don't.
It's
one of the most mysterious body parts still that hasn't been, really. Neurologists know a little bit, but they're barely even scratching the surface.
One story that was memorable for me, that was shared to me, which made me want to try this whole erasing the past stuff, where it's like, which is kind of creepy, dude, but at the same time, it does help you move forward, and it explains a lot of Tom Cruise's behavior, but so basically when you're doing this, they tell us a story where this guy kept experiencing this pain, and he was able to root it to every time he heard the phone ring, he felt this uneasiness, this certain bell, and then he finally remembered that there was one time he was in his mom's stomach and the phone rang and she turned around and her belly hit a drawer. Yeah, dude. And he remembered it. And it was one of those things where you felt the vibes. You felt the chills. It wasn't like you're talking out of your ass. Yeah. Because that's how they get you into religion, bro. They'll have some higher ups come down and talk to you about real shit.
That's almost like
where you're like, oh man, I want to get there.
Yeah.
But in order to get there, man, how much blood
Are you willing to spill?
Right.
In a way, it's almost like a scare tactic.
It is a scare tactic too.
It's scaring you into the fucking belief.
Like
bro.
you're fucking confused right now, man.
So I'm gonna convert you.
We're
gonna
take
advantage of you right now.
We'll clear you nice stuff. We'll open you up good and turn you up.
Oh, dude,
turn
what
you
the
out.
fuck, bro? Fuck that shit. Come on, man. No, but you got a point. That's how it works. You're just telling it like it is, bro.
It is, but I do want to get back to business because that's the main topic today. Yeah. Is it legitimate? Even legitimate business is legitimate business. Is it legitimate?
I just don't feel like it is, man, for a lot of reasons. And I'll just say a few now because you need to talk about this shit for more than an hour. But an hour is all we have. You know.
In fact, we're probably gonna have a guest speaker, and we're probably gonna bring this topic up again.
Absolutely. That's why you guys look, and we're already 30 minutes in right now. So obviously, I'm sure about 15 minutes of that was probably about stuff that was
irrelevant to business.
Yeah, but we're not entirely.
Not entirely. It's all related.
Entirely, yeah.
Because these business dudes, their foundation is somewhere. Right? Yeah. And usually, generally speaking, you ain't going to blow up. You've heard that saying before. You're not going to get rich unless you're fucking somebody else over. Yeah. I mean, look at car sales. I know a lot of you guys...
No, and that's the point I was trying to get at. No, keep that thought, please, because I want to hear what you're going to say.
Yeah.
Is that right now, that's what I was going to tell you. There's so much corruption going on. What, because you're not selling drugs and you're not putting a gun to my head and it's not out of a fucking crime film that you think it's legal and it's okay?
That's what Jay-Z says all the time.
Fuck out of here, bro. Corporate gangsters, dude.
Dude, who's that?
That's all it is. They're wearing a fucking suit. They do it. You're not wearing colors on the street. It's a little less street. You're still involving money in it.
Dude, Denzel Washington played that character, that Frank. Damn, I can't remember his name. Are you talking about Training Day? Kingpin of New York. That.
They're talking about Training Day.
No.
It's different though. Yeah.
I can't remember his name. If I remember, I'll
American Gangster.
American Gangster. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that all about. American Gangster Z, Jay-Z.
Yeah, they're talking about. They're crazy, bro.
Who profits from war? Who profits from these drugs? Who profits from heroin? I don't own no poppy seed fields. Yeah. I don't own no coca plants.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why there's actually government patents on crossbreeding these plants, bro.
And I wouldn't be surprised if some of these government businesses are fronts.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
to the main thing.
That's an understatement.
What's the main money maker in the world? What's the main business? Unfortunately, it's human trafficking, right? You know, and I'm not trying to get
pharmaceuticals too, man. Well,
there's I don't know if you guys heard of rubspots.com. It's like the Facebook of massage parlors that gives you blowjobs and shit.
Website, dude.
Bro,
it is,
dude, right? I think it's rubspots.com or something. You can look it up.
Or they send you porta potties with glory holes?
No, dude, it's an actual site that it costs $20 to get on, but you can actually look at the reviews of different massage parlors and what they do. Happy endings, the whole thing. Oh, and God. Johns are commenting. I learned this on PR radio. I never even heard of this shit, dude. PR radio is talking about. But this is the hub of human trafficking. That's what's sad about it. Because these people
it sounds like a black market website, from the dark web. Yeah, that kind of thing. It sounds like that, honestly.
Okay, so I got an answer here about Godfather.
Oh yeah, that's right. You texted your buddy. Right. Did he get back to you?
Yeah, he got back to me. Dude.
Okay, cool. What did he say?
The Corleones was Hyman Roth. I heard Vito Genovese and Joe Bonanno too. They're all Sicilian. I heard Russell Bufalino somewhere, and the Valentes. So. This is based on a real life story, dude. The guy who wrote that book, Mario, this is real shit. It's like the main guy was basically Luciano, Lucky Luciano.
How did you not die for this?
Dude, Lucky Luciano started the Vegas Casino Part 2.
Oh, okay.
You don't get what I'm saying? Like, the whole thing, they're just putting a play off of this.
Oh, so, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, and what's interesting, because they paved the way.
They still made it Hollywood, but there's still a lot of truth in that.
Right now, government, the police, it's really liberal belief, but there's also a lot of truth in it that they're really kind of like suppressing black people, right? Yeah. We can all kind of agree with that. So what's interesting, dude, is that used to be the Italians back in the day. Wow. And the mafia was ran by the Jews, right?
Yeah, it's Jewish mafia, like you were saying.
Right. So the Jewish thought that, we need to get legit and open real businesses. Yeah. And we can't be doing this no more. So they paved the way for the Italians to take over, which paved the way. The Italians are legitimate in business now. Yeah. They paved the way for the Irish to take over. The Irish is after that. So today we ask who's running shit now today. And some people might argue Mexican Mafia.
Yeah, no, they
get what I'm saying, dude. MS-13, they're working together because we ain't seen the Italians no more. We ain't seen the Irish no more because they already got the legitimate business. So now the Mexican Mafia is working their way up to legitimate business.
The other immigrants already found a way.
Yeah, exactly.
The Italian Americans and the Irish Americans figured it out.
That's literally the American story. That's the
American history story. The American dream. It is. So that's why you're right, and that's why the Godfather films say that heavily it surrounds the American dream, which is true.
Oh, yeah. Wow, that's a good way of connecting it all, dude.
Yeah, you didn't know that? That's what I got from it. Anyway.
It is the American dream.
From watching all 3 films now at this age, that's what I got from it anyway.
You know what I can't stand is that motherfucker in part 1, Sonny's little sister, and that her sister's new husband that fucked over the family.
Oh,
and
fucking
he got his
Carlo.
ass kicked.
Carlo,
Yeah,
dude. Fuck that guy. He deserves
bitch.
what he got in the car at the end, bro.
Oh,
He was a shitbag. He's one of the guys. He got Sonny killed, bro. I mean, Sonny had a fucking bad attitude, which is why he thought he was like perfect. And he used that to his advantage. He's like, this fool can get himself killed for many reasons. They're not gonna track this back to me. I love how the last scene, Michael walks up. He's like, "You're gonna have to answer for Sonny, for Santino, for Santino." Oh, Santino's Sonny, same guy. But he's like, "Hey, Carlo, you're gonna have to answer for Santino." But he played it off so well. He made it seem like he was just sending him to Vegas. He's like, "Get out of my sight. Here's a plane ticket to Vegas." He's like, "I'm not gonna kill you." This is kind of twisted on Michael's part. I remember he's like, for all you guys saw the movie, you guys know this is line for line what he tells him. He's like, "Come on, you really think I'll make my sister a widow?" And that's exactly what he fucking does. That's brutal, bro. He straight tells the guy, get the man a drink. Get him a drink. He's like, get him a drink. Calm down. He's like, "Come on, you really think I'll make my sister a widow?"
Yeah, that's exactly what
you got him comfortable, bro. But you know why he did it though? I'm getting to my point. I mean, it was twisted that he did that. But he did it to get it out of him to confess it. Remember? Because at first he tried two tactics there.
Yeah.
It's a mind game, bro. First he came out to him and he said, "You're going to have to answer for Santino." And he's like, "Come on, Mike, you're going to do this, man." Like he saw Carlo was already going to be like defense mode, like, "Fuck you, you're not getting it out of me," kind of shit. Even though he knew it was him. I like how he handled it. He's like, "Calm down, take a drink." So he got him a drink, right? Relaxed him a little bit. Then he's like, "Come on, man." He's like, relaxing. "No, I'm not going to make my sister widow." And then he goes, the next part is so crucial. Then he goes, so tell me, he's like, "When you tell me you weren't involved, you insult my intelligence." Remember he tells him that? He's like, so don't do that. Yeah. So tell me, who was it? And I'm paraphrasing because I know you might have said it a little differently.
No, yeah.
And then after Carlos calm, that whiskey gets in his bloodstream and he feels like less threatened now. Especially since Michael said, "I'm not going to kill you." Just tell me, bro. Don't insult my intelligence. Just tell me, who was it? He's like, "It was Bartzini." That's all he had to hear, bro. Right. As soon as he said it was Bartzini, that was it. That was his Michael got what he wanted. Then he's like, "All right, here's a plane ticket. You're going to Vegas. Get out of my sight." Thought he was clear. Choked that motherfucker and killed him in the car, bro. I just thought it was brutal, man. I know.
That's honestly the best dude in all mafia movies. Or like,
and my point of bringing
when
it
they
up,
give him a gift and they kill them. I love it.
It is, dude. But the reason why is a mind game. That was my point. Did I even explain that scene? I know you guys have already seen it. I'm sure you guys.
I'm glad you brought up this mind game, AJ, because
that's what he did to get what he wanted, to get that information out of him, to admit it. Like,
totally.
Like, it's like, don't lie to me.
Totally. And plus, it was selfish on his part. This is just my theory. But when you're in that dirt and you're in that lifestyle, and you're smart like Michael Corleone, because he was like Vito. Michael was like Vito. Sonny was a hothead. Vito knew that.
He did.
And he didn't really want...
Yeah, he didn't want him to be the next
But he didn't want Fredo.
He didn't want to be the next Don. Dude, he says in that scene too, he's like, I knew Santino had to go through all this.
So he's thinking his concierge.
Yes.
That's all he's thinking, right?
Yeah, and he's like, exactly. And then he's like, Fredo's... He's Fredo. I started busting up. But I never wanted this.
He was Irish, dude. And he was still accepted in the mafia.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about Tom Hagen, right?
Tom Hagen, dude. Yeah, that was like the next guy in line because he was the only guy that knew how to play both sides. Yeah. Because when you play both sides, dude, I'm meaning like to go spiritually into what you just said. Yeah. Like, yeah, he did that for mind games.
But didn't he look troubled, bro? Like, Tom Hagen looks like one of the most troubled characters. Well, like,
absolutely.
As far as, he was like, dude, this is like a part of me.
Because he's not Italian,
shit, dude.
He doesn't know how to hold it down. He doesn't know how to swallow it.
And that's probably why Mike kept him out of the business. He kept him only as his lawyer. Remember that? In the second one, he's like, he can't. He's like, he's only in here for certain aspects of the family business.
He was glad.
He was.
He didn't
like,
want that. Because it takes a certain kind of character that can walk the gray area of playing with God and the devil at the same time. Yeah, and that's what they're doing. And that's why Michael Corleone. That's the mind game he's playing with him, but he's also doing that for his own spiritual benefit. That's the deal he has with God.
Dude, that's so crazy.
You get what I'm saying, right?
Dude. That's dope. You just coined out from a perspective I didn't even think of.
Yeah.
Shit, dude.
Yeah, because when you're in that lifestyle, bro, and you still want to be a good person, because you don't want to fuck your whole life up, but you still want to be in the dirt, you have to fucking still answer to God.
I agree.
Even though you're doing devil's work.
Exactly, which is why I think...
Look at Constantine.
Why do you think... Oh, yeah, dude, that's a fucking badass movie, too. No, it's true. Yeah. I love that movie, by the way. Great example.
Keanu Reeves himself is a badass, dude.
That's true. He played that role well, dude. But it's like... What I was saying is that it's true because it goes back to what we were saying about legitimate business. Yeah. His whole dream, Michael's dream was, you know what? It's corrupt as fuck. I'm taking over from my pop. It's in a pretty bad shape. Let me just try to buy some casinos in Vegas and try to make this shit somewhat legitimate. I mean, I get it. That's still, but no matter what, it's still kind of corrupt because you're still trying to get a lot of money from people. Casinos the place to do it, but it's technically legitimate. So he's like, "Fuck it. This is my only chance of having a legitimate business under this family's name. We're gonna go that route." Mm-hmm. And he did it. But then once he realized, "Fuck, there's no way out of this, bro. Yeah. No matter what I do, even if it says legitimate and stamped by the law,
have to kill.
Yeah, I have to kill no matter what. These people are corrupt as fuck, and he realized that. There's a line in the third Godfather. I forgot what he says, but when he's old and he's talking to his sister, he tells her something like, "I realized," he's like, "I fought so hard," and I'm paraphrasing again, guys, because I forgot this shit line for line. I don't watch that shit that much, but I'm gonna paraphrase, give you my version. He says something along the lines to his sister that I fought so hard all these years to make everything legitimate, and the more legit I get, the more I realize there is no such thing. The more I realize there is no.
Amen, brother.
It's
That's
just corrupt. Period. There's no such thing. Legitimate. That's a fucking figment of imagination created by man. When it comes to business, that's what it is, bro. There is no. Yeah, you can legitimately sell. No, that's a word we made up. What is legit?
What is legit?
What is?
You know what legit is?
You know what I mean? Like it's a man-made phrase. We put it in a box it's an excuse for us to feel better about what we're doing.
That's what irritates me, man, about where capitalism is headed. Because I'm a believer in capitalism. I think it's better than communism. Okay.
Oh no! Don't get me wrong. I'm not against it. I mean, I'm not against the capitalism, but it sucks.
But these monopoly laws are put into place to stop communism from happening. That's why these monopoly laws are here. But it seems like, for some reason now, businesses are becoming monopolies. Yeah. You know, and it's like, who's watching it?
Nobody.
You know, who's monitoring this?
You know why? I'll tell you why no one's monitoring it. Because everybody's getting their pockets filled. If the business owner's happy, he's making all this money. Why the fuck is he gonna raise the flag? Why is he gonna wave the flag like, hey, he's owning too many businesses. Right. He's creating a monopoly under the same name. All he's doing is, you guys need to wake up. Nestle, they just changed the name. Kroger, they own them. Or maybe I fucked that up. I'm trying to give an example. Yeah. Coca-Cola, that's what I was trying to get at. Okay. Forget what I said about Nestle. No, Coca-Cola products too, man. Coca-Cola products, they own Minute Maid. They own. No one's saying anything.
Nestle
they don't give a fuck.
Nestle's trying out California, and now they're getting out of California because of all the laws in the environment.
I didn't even know that.
Now they're going to Virginia to go fuck Virginia.
Fucking A.
Yeah, dude, screw Nestle, man. They're just making money by destroying Mother Earth. Yeah. That's what they're doing.
No, I agree.
But what irritates me, dude, about capitalism or about what's happening is the greed behind it. I mean, if you look at the 80s.
That's what's killing us, man.
If you were a car salesman, if you were a banker,
greed of poison man's soul.
You were set, dude. If you worked as a banker, I'm talking about just a dude that sits down and opens an account. You were making enough money to support like a 5-children family with a 2-story house and have 3 cars. I mean, you were balling as a banker. Nowadays, you're making lucky if you're $14 an hour, and you're lucky if your commission is $1,000 after 3 months. Sure. That's banking now. Car sales, bro. Back in the 80s and 90s, these guys are becoming millionaires off selling cars. Now, if you want to sell a car, you're lucky to get $15 a car. You know, and these cats back in the day used to get $500 a car. I remember when I was fucking looking at a car salesman, it was $500 a car, and even then I thought that was kind of risky. Yeah. Now they're making like $15 a car, $20 a car. Yeah. It's like, dude, it gets greedier and greedier and greedier. The money's still there. Cars still cost the same. They're still hell of expensive. Yeah. It's just that the entry level dude no longer is getting any of the cake, man. They're not getting anything.
They're not getting shit.
They're just they're getting so fucking greedy.
Their piece of the pie is so small, you might as well be eating the crust.
And they're controlling you with fear.
You're lucky you have a job.
Bro, go fuck yourself, bro. You're lucky you're sucking my dick right now.
And they're so, excuse me.
Yeah.
And they're so greedy. They don't even want to give these people 40 hours a week, bro. They'll stop you right at 38.
They don't want to pay benefits. That's why.
Oh, yeah. They don't want to pay. That's the reason.
That's the reason.
You want to know, it's not just the greed of the hours. Probably, yeah. But the main focus is because they don't want to pay.
Because that's money, dude.
Yeah. It's money in two ways. It's money in 2 ways. It's money because they're paying for your hours, the time that you're there. But like you said, benefits.
Yeah.
We don't want to pay for his dental and his high.
No.
Fuck that shit. Nah. Yeah, but you have a serious problem. You better hope you're paying for health insurance because you're on your own, buddy.
Right.
We don't work here enough for me to pay for that. Absolutely not. And I get it. You know, it's like people are like, oh, you're just being biased. You're talking shit to legitimate businesses because you don't have one yet. That's not true. I'm trying to build one. Obviously, Timeless Empire clothing. I really want that to be a legitimate business. There I go using that fucking word again. Go figure.
Legitimate.
And I guess the only corrupt thing that I'm gonna do is sell you a hoodie for $35 or $40.
Right.
You know what I mean? I get it. I'm trying to grow my brand, my product.
That's not corrupt though. That's just called
business.
No. Yeah.
No, that's just business. I agree, but I guess the only thing corrupt about it can be that it's a little bit more. I'm charging you more. What I was trying to get at is I'm charging you more than what it cost me to make it. But not really, because I have to make a profit somehow, right? How the fuck else does the business grow?
And also, you can't really put a dollar amount on art.
Yeah, true.
You know, so if it's an original piece,
and these are my priceless original pieces, which I'm putting on garments for you all to wear. Right. So that's a good point.
These are AJ originals, dude. I mean, like
our logo from that brand, from Classic Lifestyle, which is the brand that we had before all of this, right? Before Timeless Empire, before the idea for that brand, this was actually what sparked it. And those of you who know me personally, I actually have that logo tattooed on my forearm. That was a logo that we saw. ArmShark claims that he saw it in different places, right? That
I did.
Took similar images from it.
To be fair, you guys got inspired by the Diamond Company.
Yeah, we did. Diamond Supply, yeah.
But you guys made the logo different.
We did.
Into a diamond heart.
Cut into a heart, yeah.
And literally after that, they were everywhere, those diamond hearts. Were they not? I mean, I saw a store that was their logo in San Pedro, man. I lived in San Pedro, and there was a clothing store.
Are you talking about Roxy?
Not the Roxy logo.
Nah, that's just not even a diamond. That's it's a heart and some other weird shit. But that's not what you're talking about, right?
No. I saw an actual clothing store. It was just like some boutique that sold hip hop clothes, and the outside logo was a diamond heart.
It's crazy because
it looked just like it.
And that's what led us to changing the name, actually, too. The name was even taken, bro. Like there was a brand out there called Classic Life.
I remember that.
And they took out the word style.
That's crazy.
We didn't see any of that shit ever before, bro. That's how you knew we had something. We struck gold.
Yeah.
In our case, struck diamonds.
Oh yeah.
like that. Right? Sorry, we can't afford special effects right now, so we're gonna use that.
No, don't use that. You do a real one, please.
I'll add a real one next episode.
Right.
I'm leaving this in now because it's just too funny to leave out.
Well, no. What I wanted to say is that I actually had an opportunity to get into sell drugs.
Yeah.
I won't say when, but I got because these are hard to find sheets of acid. And you're not going to find LSD anywhere.
Oh shit!
But I mean, I'm talking about.
And this is the business venture you decided to try out.
Yeah, I'm not. Maybe recently I had an opportunity to buy a sheet of acid. So I'm like, you know what, dude? Who fucking sells acid out there? Nobody. And you know what it is, man? You know what stopped me, dude? I had the sheet. I ended up giving it away because it cost me cheap, bro. I mean, I could have 20 times my money if I wanted to, selling each little hit. Right, go to a rave or something like that. But what really stopped me, bro, was the liability. And that's how these businesses, that's how they stay quote unquote legit, is that they erase the liability, dude. When there's a liability, they send their big guys, somebody to threaten you or just take you off the planet. When there's a real issue and there's a real liability, you need to see. That's a liability. That's a liability.
Boom. Yes, that's what I wanted to tack on.
Right.
And it's awesome that we're squeezing this in here because it's fucking great, dude. Liability, thank you.
Yeah.
If a business feels threatened, and this goes back to the whole organized crime shit.
It does.
They'll cut you off real easy, bro. They'll get rid of you, like you said. You'll end up in a body bag real fast.
Totally.
Right? It's not like, as soon as you become a liability or a threat to their business.
Imagine being that guy. Imagine being that parent where your kid dies because they killed themselves on LSD. You think that passionate parent is not going to do their due diligence to figure out where that guy got that from?
Absolutely.
You think that dealer is going to rat you out so fast? Hell yeah.
You see that shit moves
That's
all the time.
liability, bro. I don't need to be killing parents. I don't need that. Okay.
You don't need that in your life.
I don't want that in my life.
You don't, and you're going to be faced with that. You're going to be faced with that decision, bro. Had you ventured into that fucking, I'm good. You know what I mean? That line of work leads to that, dude.
AJ, if I mind, I don't mean to cut you off. I know we're running out of time here. I had to.
Got 10 minutes, bro. You're good.
I had to make a comment about Donald Trump. I know this is timeless talk.
Oh God.
There's something
about Trump.
There is something timeless about Donald Trump.
Oh God.
Okay.
What is it?
The fact is that he's in a lot of rap songs. Okay.
Fuck Donald Trump.
In 1999, he went on video saying that someone needs to do something about North Korea. Okay, and he has a lot of business acumen, right?
He does.
So what happened? They're in talks now of North Korea denuclearizing their program. No other president in the world has ever tackled that issue. So I know you're a millennial, dude. I know it's trendy to hate the guy. I personally am not Republican. I'm registered no party. Okay, I'm not even registered independent, dude, because that's corrupt, right? I'm registered no party. I'm not a party.
I just don't.
But you gotta give some respect to the fact that this guy went all the way across the world
I don't hate him,
to a nuclear country and he fucking convinced them. Okay, now that's business, dude. I'm sorry. I gotta. You can't deny that. That's good business.
No, it is. Look, that's what I'm trying to say. Look, like I don't hate the guy. I'm not like your average millennial's mind state, like you said.
Okay.
Really, a millennial. It's funny. I like how you said that because millennial, like you said in the last episode, it's really just a time period.
It is.
Like you said, you really did say that, and it's true. It is. But people made it a state of mind and a slang term, and that is what it is. What it is. It's a slang term now. It's a mindset. They make fun of the mindset. But you're right. Most millennials do hate Trump. This particular millennial, me, I don't hate him. I don't hate him because of, like you said, his business sense. Him as a person, he's a fucking idiot.
Right.
Does a lot of dumb shit. Doesn't know how to act, and he doesn't know how to act right or be right. Let's put it that way. I don't like using that word act right. No, nigga, be right. Not act right, be right.
So I get rumors.
So no, let me just finish. He doesn't hold that thought though. Okay, you seem excited. You look excited. You want to say that. Don't worry, we got time. Don't worry.
I know.
We got time.
I know how he closed the deal.
Oh God!
I know how he closed
and I
the
want to
deal.
hear how he closed it.
Okay.
We'll end it with that.
Okay.
But I want to just go off this. Like, I respect his business sense. He's a fucking idiot. I don't like him.
Right.
But I do respect the way he handles his business. He wouldn't be fucking rich if he did. Yeah, he took a loan when he first started from his dad. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it was
Point
handed
is-
to him. We all
yeah,
know that.
we know that,
He's
but-
a shitty person. We know that.
Yeah,
all I'm
absolutely.
saying is that in a business sense, there's no other fucking president out there that had the balls to go to fucking North Korea and say, you need to shut the fuck up or we're going to bomb you. Okay? I mean, come on. Every other president out there is tackling the Middle East for what? Greed, oil, power, right? Why don't you leave the Middle East alone at this point? We've already determined Iraq has no nuclear weapons. We already determined all this other shit's going down. So, no, I'm going to tackle the actual bully of the world. And my theory was that, the reason why he got it is because, Jin Kon Hong or whatever the fuck his name is, North Korean leader.
Jin Kon Hong.
He's like a little kid, dude. He's like a starstruck. Oh, The Apprentice, right? This guy loves Hollywood.
He
So
loves
he
it,
must have
dude.
been like Donald Trump, excited to meet him.
Oh, God.
That was my theory. But I got some rumors from Russia.
Okay.
And this stays here with AJ ArmShark. That, dude, he didn't close the deal, bro. His daughter did. And I'm talking about. Yes, dude. To the fucking North Korean leader, bro. And that's how he closes deals, my friend. Okay, look him up, dude. Look at how he
gets
talks
his
about his
daughter?
daughter, dude. It's his
His
own
daughter?
personal little fucking deal maker.
Oh,
That's a rumor going around in Russia. I ain't gonna lie. Okay?
oh shit. That's fucking hilarious, man.
No joke.
We still okay. So wow, I didn't expect that. That's funny. Where did you get that source?
Dude, I can't release that source, but
Well, I'm not asking for a name. I'm just saying. Oh, you know what? I respect that. You're right.
Okay, there's a few surrounding countries. The original USSR, they got broken into like 6 or 7 different countries. The average listener has probably never heard of these fucking places, and Americans don't really even go there. When I was there, it's almost like people were like looking at a celebrity. I would talk and people would film me. They didn't even know what I was saying. They were just so awestruck that somebody, an American, is there in that country walking around. Yeah, it was crazy, man. And then that's, I still have contacts out there after visiting where they tell me these things, that this is what cats are talking about over at the old USSR. They all know it. It's like common knowledge. Oh yeah, she fucked him.
So it's just something that they
You're
just
right, like
pass
oh
around,
yeah, right, dude.
Yeah, bro, it's just his daughter, the mistress, bro. She likes
Yeah,
to just,
dude.
she blows her way through what is the word I'm looking for? Through
If it's
compromises.
not true,
through agreements. That's the word.
What is her name? Ivana Trunk or something? We
fucking
invite
know.
her on the show.
Oh god.
If it's not true, we want you here to clear your name.
Yes. Otherwise, we know you out the chunks away, blowing
Dictators.
agreements, blowing dictators away. So chunks. Wow. You're blowing.
Chunks is my dog.
Chunks
Have you
is
heard that joke, dude?
Yeah, dude, it's
Chunks
so
is
bad.
my dog.
You're out there. We know you're out there blowing dictators. Chunks
Yeah.
is my dog. That's funny.
Have you heard that
But,
joke?
No.
You ever heard that joke? I'm sure you guys have all heard this joke. This guy walks into a bar, and he's like, "Oh man, I got really fucked up last night." To the bartender, bartender's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. What happened?" He goes, "I fucking blew Chunks." He goes, "Oh, it happens, dude. We all throw up." And goes, "No, dude, Chunks is my dog."
What the? I heard it before. It's like,
Oh, we got to end in bestiality again.
It's so gross. We did. We did.
2
dude.
days in a row, bro.
We're gonna end with that again.
This is
Oh,
this is
God.
what's called selective programming. You guys are listening to this. You're slowly getting brainwashed. Okay, so just beware.
Shut the
This is
fuck!
not-
I'm gonna cut him
this
out
is
right
not
now.
fucking Joe
I'm gonna cut him out
Rogan
right now. It is, bro.
Chunks is my dog.
All right, anyway, we're gonna stop with Chunks is my dog. We're gonna leave it right there, dog. Fucking A. Anyway, we're gonna wrap it up. You guys already know clothing line's coming soon. We appreciate you guys. You guys are our timeless listeners. We love you guys. Thanks again for tuning in with us. God bless you all.